Chapter 3 Ameen The Trustworthy The Golden Mean Islam is the trusty country which did Assoticism, but it is the and in so far as he and his will affairs his words remains hospital. It does lay down some important principle of the economic life. According to proves the rotation, Islam maintains the balance between the innovativity and have always the burden of character is based on civilization. This is assessed by its law of position, by an oscillation. Civilization. This is not oscillational. Systems of society known as the cards is a traditional legal spaces for actual field of fairly is the seed of more vision. Concentrated market holding creating activity of the continent on college is legal. Into schools. Inflation worsened. Hundreds taken up well. Often the onset are the highest artificials when it has the social time. It is said under the vision of the Prophet Islam, the brothers of the Prophet was judged for was orphan. But all this said Charlie of Muhammad, that's the voice of humanity and Peter, had associated the heart of my sons on not to speak. The test. His authority once said the Green Mountain just these tests. Number 1. Was he is found to be the true ultimate of what community? Number 2. Was he great enough to wait about the amount of his age? Number 3. Did not lead any the first leader to was his loss. This list may be further assessed, but all these 23 tests of are essential. Has fighted to the highest pitch of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some issues of the last two already have been mentioned. We will now begin by considering the first of the questions. You all get together. Historical footage shows that all conversion of Muhammad was friend and fall, and also the Sahara control. The Smokies of the noble message, the whole of the city, the authentic trustworthy of the Asad of Islam in all the waters of life, blood, and in every system of human activity. Even the Jews and those who did not believe in his message, accepted him as the indefinitely futures on account of his eternity. And those who did not believe the message would say, O Muhammad, we did not call you a liar. We did admit that he had given you a book and inspired you with a message. They told him he was the one who they tried to call him. But the best of them saw a new light that had dawned on him, and they hastened to see the divinity. No further the history of the Prophet of Islam, now that he narrated this resurrection. His beloved cousin and his bosom friend, who knew him more than he, were totally interested with the two innocent and the conversion of the vision of his died expression. If these men had been noble and currently nor has less as guardians of the fish and of guardians, has purposely the sign of the war of which the fish teaches itself. Muhammad holds up this nation and so to reform would have always come moment. Form the spirit of Islam by saying Ali. On the contrary, we find that the person of the followers was just that the most entered the knowledge of the Islam. Their bravery for this state, firstly the danger they believe they trusted us in order him to even was he told us it's a mental even out of death. What happened has those is the excited in their leader. Ordinary love for the Holy Prophet. Read the history of the earlier coming to Islam, and every heart could melt at the achievement of Islam man and woman, Somalia. An Islam woman is cutting torn by the pieces by he chose with prayers. A someone is made of Yasin. Those letters tried the camel and the beast. He tried the altercation. Khattab al-Abbas is made to lie down on a bed of burning coal, and the brutal leg and chains dressed of his speech, so that he can make no move. That made it even the fact that being sin muscle. Khattab al-Adi is put to death in no matter my wishes like and also his flesh. In the middle of his tortures, we will ask him whether he wished Muhammad to be in his place while he was in his home with his family. The servant cried out the godly that to sacrifice himself, his family and children, and or to save Muhammad for the pick of the throne. So scores of hearts rendered it of the strife we never repeated. And what all do all the incidents show? Why was it not the son and daughter of Islam that would always to the Prophet and accident, but with the gift of their bodies, heart and soul? It's not a set of faith and command with the father which is followers of Muhammad, the noble test to the city and also in attack against him. The followers of best quality. And these men were not of low reason with this mental character. I want him. In the quiet earlier days, God of the waters was in Mecca. Its flower and the cream man of and made wealth and culture, and for his old kit and kin, those who knew the sense of his life. All the first four capital were the towers of history, was covered of this earlier history. This Ascoti message says that Muhammad is the prophet and religious personality. But this system was not the result of moral accident. It was not rightful. It was the recitation of the fact that it was found known to be true of the widely completed. It was the result and will in all completely personality.